award-winning host is brought to you by our stable of sponsors.
Thanks for having me today, Chrissy. What are we up to?
We're going to put Scotch on the water treadmill, and that's his work for today. So yeah, we'll just chuck him on there. He goes on there for 12 minutes and that'll be his work for the day. We'll just weigh him first.
Yep, okay.
Just walk him over the scales.
Do you always weigh them before?
Yeah, every day we weigh them, and we sort of, it's a thing that we've always done, and it's sort of, sometimes you can get a good guide on how fit they are, and sort of they usually have a winning weight.
Okay.
He's
506?
506, so that's pretty good for him at this stage in the week ahead before his races.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Just if you can walk him onto the treadmill, I'll close the door behind you.
Chrissy, you called this a water treadmill, also known as hydrotherapy. What is that?
So it's really good for them, Emily. We really like it because we're able to use it to get fitness, and we do a lot of pre-training and rehab with it as well. And it just means that they can do their work with the water helping them with their muscles, and without that concussion on their joints and legs going every day around the track and things like that. And it sort of gets a bit tedious for them every day going to the track, we think, and this just freshens them up and keeps their minds fresh.
They obviously enjoy it.
Yeah, they really do, and they adapt to it really well. It's mostly actually walking on the spot that they have to get used to rather than the actual water. And so once they get used to that, and it's just a process teaching each horse how to go on, and each horse is different. And so we just have to take each horse individually, and yeah, no, it's really good. They seem to enjoy it, so yeah, we'll keep using it, I think.
Do you find it a big benefit to your business?
Yeah, absolutely, and we've got some really good track riders down at Foxton, but we've got too many horses and work to take all of them to the track each day, so this is really beneficial, so we can keep the work up to them on here, and once they get race fit, keeping them on here and really only going into gallop really suits a horse like Deerfield, and this horse is quite similar as well. He can get a bit strong at the track and things like that, so now he's race fit. He can just be going on here and go into gallop and things like that, and it means he doesn't do too much work, because sometimes they can be a bit over the top if they're a bit strong like him.
Should we get it going?
Yeah. Start the water pumping in. So each horse walks at a different pace as well,
Okay.
but I won't give away too many of the trade secrets. But yeah, each horse is individually has their own program really. Whilst they're quite similar, they're a little bit different, and we just alter it per horse. So we've got the heat lamps as well, and that's obviously really good for their muscles and really good for us in winter when we're up here as well.
Yeah.
So he just has water up to his knees, and he'll do that for 12 minutes, and we just start the timer once they get up to the designated level. And with some of our rehab horses, they'll actually be lower depending on where the injury occurred. So he has it up to his knees, and we've found that we used to do it up to their bellies, and some of them will be up to their bellies, but like I said, each horse is different, and this is what works for him, and having it at that level actually makes them lift their hops higher.
Okay.
And the treadmill mat obviously will slightly brings their leg back further than what they would normally, so it does increase their stride length. Hey, go to black. Their heart rates actually don't get that high. We've had a heart rate monitor on them, and that's what a lot of people don't they don't believe us that they can get so fit on it, because their heart rates don't get high, and you'll see there, like he's not
blowing.
really blowing really hard, but he's done a lot of work in that 12 minutes. Like, he's been going over 8.5 kilometres per hour, and really that resistance work, and people don't sort of believe that they can get that fit on it, but yeah, I hope that I've sort of shown in this last season that they probably can.
Chrissy, how did you end up becoming a trainer?
Look, Dad trained before me, and I think I did a lot of yelling preps and things like that overseas and up at Curramore, and it was sort of probably always going to be something that I sort of eventually went to. But when I finished uni, I sort of came back to the farm and worked full time, and it was sort of something that I'd probably always in me to do, and I just thought, yeah, give it a crack.
Was there ever a moment when you considered another career?
Yeah, probably. The stud sides, obviously, we still do that a bit here as well, but I did a lot of yelling preps at Curramore, and I went overseas and worked for Highclere and helped through bridges in Australia, and I really enjoy that, and I still enjoy that. I'm prepping a couple of yellings for Karaka and things like that, and I think that's just good to keep a bit of variety as well, because then you don't get a bit stale in what you're doing.
How has your role changed since you became a trainer?
Look, I probably have to take a bit more responsibility now that the decisions are up to me, and I think I've enjoyed that role a little bit, and sort of changing a few things and adapting each work to each horse. I find that quite interesting, and sort of trying to get the best out of them by changing up a bit of their work and things like that. And a horse like him that we've brought off Gavelhouse, we've had quite a good success with Gavelhouse, and those tried horses, while they're not always going to be fast and things like that, but I think being able to change their mindset and making them happy horses and getting wins out of them is really satisfying. Yeah, so these are the mares and foals, and this is the next crop of horses. Some will go to the yearling sales and some will join the racing team.
What do you think has been the key to your success as a trainer?
Look, I think just probably I like to think that we're really good at the minor details and the things like that in each individual horse, and I think not having a huge team is being able to be hands-on as well, and I think if we got too many, then I just wouldn't be able to be hands-on and give each horse the individual care like we can here. And obviously, the bigger stables, they have good systems in place and things like that, but for me, I think the smaller the stable, and just keep it good quality over quantity, I think.
Best part of your job?
Probably winning races.
What about goals for the future, Chrissy?
Look, I think at this stage probably just getting more and more winners each season. That'll be a great success, and yeah, I think the more winners we can get, and probably the better types of wins too. Getting a black type win this season would be great, and just I've been able to get a black type placing and a Group 1 placing, but yeah, getting a Group win or something like that would be really epic, I think.
Why do you do what you do?
It's in the blood anyway, and I think it's what I love to do, and that's why you do it. And I think you probably don't do it for the money, this sort of game, and you just do it because it's your passion and it's what you like to do.